hate Valentine's Day. I know that's like a chick's holiday, but I hate that day. It's disappointing. It's a disappointing holiday, right? It never turns out the way you want. It's never romantic enough. Too much pressure on Valentine's Day to be the perfectly most romantic day ever. And the problem is that all the pressure's on the guys, and it's not your fault. Because it's all on you, and you have jobs, and you're busy. You can't do everything, and you forget, and then you show up with something you bought at like a gas station or something. Or like from a guy selling fruit by the side of the road. Or like that little bear that clips on your shirt. Says, I love you very much. Why don't you lay something away next year, man? Too much pressure on it to be the most sexy holiday ever. That's the biggest problem. It's got to be like a sexy day, If you're in a couple and you don't have sex on Valentine's Day, you're like, oh my God, our relationship is messed up, So you've got to have sex. It's got to be like a hot day, and all day you're running around threatening each other, like, but then you have like a big meal, and you have the chocolate-covered strawberries, champagne. 2 hours later, you're like, oh, what was in that cheese? Good Lord. Oh, I don't know, honey. Something's definitely wrong.
Your morning blitz begins now.
Have a great Friday, you mother...
Oh, it is going to be a great Friday. For sure. They do say, listening to that clip from Valentine's Day, there is something that a relationship expert said that I really like. And they say, and maybe we talked about this, if you've got date night planned, whether it be Valentine's Day or just a regular Saturday night, do your thing, get it on before you leave the house. Because that's exactly it. You go out, you have a nice big steak dinner, you're having some drinks, So by the time you come home, you're warm, blah. Yeah. So get the fun, do the thing before you leave the house.
I got you.
And that way you still have that connectivity. Yeah. You got to do your thing, but it's not while you're all gassy and bloated and all that kind of stuff.
Agreed. You're freshly showered. Yeah, I gotcha.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
I do feel like, though, we did say no gifts for Valentine's Day this year, Nora and I. I mean, I just proposed 2 weeks ago. You got your gift.
Right. Yes.
You're good.
Is the gift you?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we decided we're going to go to because I'm heading out after the show. I'm going to go back up to Detroit, spend the weekend with her and the boys. But yeah, we're going to do dinner tonight. You guys doing anything for Valentine's Day?
I woke up this morning, as it happens every Valentine's Day. My husband has flowers for me, candy for me, and this year he has a gift. I don't know. It makes me feel so bad because I give him a card every year. That's it, period. That's the worst, right? It's lame. But see the pants I'm wearing, the wide leg sweats? Uh-huh. I love these. He got me a pair in a light gray. Oh. I love these. They're my favorite pants. So he got me another pair of my favorite sweatpants.
Oh, ain't that nice?
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
How about you, Thick?
We're the same deal as you guys.
Yeah.
You
get a card and she gets
I might get a card.
You might get a card. I gotcha.
I
don't want one.
See, I think cards are such a waste of money.
They are.
They're up to $9 now. Yeah, they're up to $9 for a card now.
That is a roundabout. I think I paid $8 for the card I got. And it's sweet, and I always get a mushy card and write something mushy inside because I so love my husband. And I do it but I see what you're saying, but to me it's that it's a chance to just really say something that I want to say every day, but it's not appropriate.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just express these true, deep, grand feelings of love.
I do that through TikTok now. I see a mushy
yes.
TikTok and I just send it to her.
Yeah.
I'm like, here, this is how I feel.
But I love that though.
Although I do have to say, I feel like I need to get Nora something. I don't know what it's going to be, but I need to surprise her with something. Thanks to some of the people at Shark Tank Poker Club yesterday. Because
did you win?
Look at this dude.
He's got a fistful of $100 bills.
Oh my God!
What happened?
A good day at the poker table is what happened.
Okay, so now you played. I know you played last week. You found this place. And how much did you lose last week?
Not this much.
You're
way ahead.
profiting so far.
Yeah.
And so far in your gambling career in Columbus, Ohio, you have a profit.
I'm up, yes.
All right,
so
very good.
I got to thank them over there for that. So now I feel like I got to.
That's incredible.
What's
I feel like I got to surprise it. Shark Tank.
And it's
Poker Club.
It's in Grandview.
Don't ask me.
Oh, I thought that's where you said it was. I thought
it might
All right,
be.
well, he doesn't know where he is.
I know,
don't
but
know
I
where I
thought you
am.
told me Grandview for some reason.
I looked it up.
Yeah.
It's in a strip mall area.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I have an idea for a gift because
Okay.
I'm going to order one right now for Charlie. You could get one for Nora. I'll just
Okay.
put 2 in my cart. It's an Ohio State Buckeyes National Champions sweatshirt. Mm-hmm. Would Nora like something like that?
Yeah, we need kindling to start the fire. Absolutely. 100%. Yes, it is going to be a great Friday. So much to do. We have got not 1, not 2, but 3 pair of tickets for Queens of the Stone Age coming up later this morning. In fact, let me tell you a time so you can tune into that. When did we say we're going to do that? 8:30 this morning. We're going to give those away. Right now, let's get to the Blitz Morning Trivia. What you got, Thick?
All right, real quick, Mike Funk texted in, wants to shout out to his wife, Amy. Today is their 16th wedding anniversary. They met Cinco de Mayo 2006, married Valentine's Day 2009. So there you go. Mike shouting out to Amy. All right, our question this morning, there is a new movie coming out. It's a coming-of-age story about 3 friends in a rock band. It's called New Year's Rev. This comedy movie was inspired by and developed with what legit rock band? Real rock band. We play on the Blitz a lot.
Okay.
So-
I would have to say the biggest clue is the number 3. 3 friends.
3 friends.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's called New Year's Rev.
Okay.
All right. Tell us what rock band is involved with it. If it was inspired by these guys, be the first one to do so at 99-700. And we will give you $25 to go spend at waterbeds and stuff.
All right, let's get to the answer for Blitz Trivia. Thick, what you got?
All right, there's a new comedy movie coming out called New Year's Rev. It was inspired by and developed with what rock band? And the answer is Green Day. It's being produced with Live Nation Productions. Basically, these 3 guys, played by Mason Timms, Kyler Kaufman, and Ryan Faust, go on a journey to L.A., mistakenly believing that their band is opening for Green Day on New Year's Eve. And obviously, it turns into, just a crazy adventure. Also stars Jenna Fisher and Angela Kinsey from The Office.
Oh, both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And production is underway in Oklahoma. And Eric Everetts from Logan was the first one to text in the correct answer, so he gets to go over to Waterbeds and Stuff and spend $25.
Congratulations. Green Day is one of those bands that is making a ton of money outside of their albums and their tours, because they also had a Broadway musical based on their music, American Idiot.
Yeah.
Good for them. All right, let's get to some food news this morning. Kelly, are you a wine drinker?
Very, very rarely, but if I have anything, it would be wine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you might want to keep an eye out for this because, the growing of grapes for wine is a very delicate process, and they have different types of grapes, which, of course, give you different types of wine. And now we may be getting a new wine because of the California wildfires, because so many crops have been affected by these California wildfires, especially with the blowing of the smoke. And so a lot of these grapes, obviously not the grapes that are inside the burn zone, but just outside the burn zone or where the wind was blowing, you've got these very smoky grapes.
Oh.
So they're talking about some new smoky wine that may be coming. I mean, kind of these wineries are playing the cards they're dealt.
Right.
We got all these grapes. They're kind of smoke infused now.
What type of headache is that going to give me?
That's a good question. Yeah. Now, a lot of wine experts say that they enjoy kind of a smoky quality or a smoky aftertaste, which you will get in some red wines and stuff. But nothing of this magnitude, obviously, with the actual smoke infused into the grapes. So, will we be looking for the 2025 edition of your smoky Merlot or something?
Taste it?
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, I could see if you're having like a hearty steak, having a dark, smoky red wine.
Yeah.
Could be possible. Or maybe you enjoy cheese with your wine. Maybe you're a big fan of cheese. Maybe you're a huge fan of cheese. Maybe you want yourself a boatload of cheese. And I mean that literally, because Tillamook is giving away a boatload of cheese. You can go to boatloadofcheese.com
Do they come in wheels? I love looking at a cheese wheel.
So I think Tillamook is in the wheel shape, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or no? What's the cow one that's in the little?
Oh yes, Baby Bell.
Baby Bell,
Yeah.
right?
I'm talking about the gigantic wheel of like cheddar cheese. And
You want the whole
Yeah, you
thing.
see the videos of them like slicing those bad
Right.
boys up. Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Well, if you go to boatloadedcheese.com, you can get yourself literally 1,909 pounds of cheese. That is almost a full ton of cheese. Why did they pick 1,909 pounds? It's because Tillamook was founded in 1909.
Okay, does cheese save because
That's all cheese is
Mold. I know, but haven't you ever had cheese in like your little crisper or something for so long that it does get moldy?
Yeah,
Like,
but that's
cheese
the
gets moldy.
processed stuff. I mean, that stuff is processed. When you get those bags,
Yes, the bags.
that's kind of processed.
Okay,
Yeah.
but this isn't gonna.
Well, and then
So-
when you get the giant cheese wheel, I think they shave off, the mold and stuff.
Yeah.
So you get it, but that's where you get the aged cheeses from. Is it gets old and nasty on the outside, and they shave it and they give you the inside.
So what's the blue in the blue cheese? You see
That's straight up fungus. I think
it is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
I love blue cheese.
yeah. I'm pretty
love
sure that's just straight up fungus.
I'm looking at this
I have
boatload
not-
of cheese. Have you? I mean,
I have not.
Look at this. That's a lot of cheese.
That's a ton of cheese.
I feel like it would take the three of us longer to eat that cheese than it would for Thick to smoke up all the other weed he just grew. Really? Like you're going to be...
And if you do, you're not going to poop until 2047.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like there's no way. Here's the deal: you're going to get 100 pounds to start you off, and then they're going to give you a bunch of certificates so you can use the certificates whenever you want to get your cheese. I'm not that big of a cheese fan. Like blue cheese, no way, no way. My dad used to take plain breadsticks,
Yeah.
and just like a container of blue cheese, and he would just cram the breadstick so the blue cheese stuck to the breadstick, and then just take a bite of. That's all he did. Like it was just
My old
blue
college
blue
roommate
cheese
did that.
crumbles.
Yeah.
and gnaw on the hard breadstick, and
An old roommate of mine, she would get the blue cheese dressing, like the Marzetti,
Yes.
with the big
Yes.
chunks, and she would take saltine crackers and just spread the blue cheese on there.
Sure.
And then on top of that,
What's
she
wrong
would
with that?
she would put apple butter on top of the whole thing. And that's what she would eat for like dinner.
who was that?
One of my old roommates, and it was really good. I tried it. It tasted great.
What's wrong with blue cheese on a cracker?
Blue cheese is disgusting.
He doesn't
Oh,
like
you
blue
don't
cheese
like
at
blue
all.
cheese.
I'd have kicked her out of the house and canceled the lease based on that
That's
alone.
it. That alone.
That alone.
Well, that's why you kind of made a funny look when I asked if you wanted blue cheese with your wings Sunday.
Yeah, no. No.
He was just trying to be polite.
I'm a basic cheese bitch. Like
Yeah.
American cheese on my burger, the Mexican mix
Yeah.
in my tacos.
Yeah. No,
Cheddar maybe if
I
they don't
love
have
a cheddar.
American.
Oh, I love a cheddar.
not a pepper jack?
No.
Oh, dude. You ever had pepper jack on a burger?
I want straight up American processed cheese food products.
Like the little Kraft like slices in the little packages.
American, yep.
Individually.
Okay.
Individually wrapped.
Yeah.
in
I
a
don't even know if
plastic
that stuff
cellophane.
melts. Does it melt?
No.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That's why
Is it
it's
even-
American processed
Right.
cheese food product. It's not even cheese.
Tastes like
That's what I was gonna
cheese.
say.
Yeah, it's basically like a sheet of yellow wax, is what it is. But that's
I grew up
that's-
eating that
yeah.
yellow wax.
Oh, absolutely.
You know.
How about Velveeta?
Well, then-
Are you a Velveeta fan?
if like some shells and cheese, I don't mind.
Okay.
I won't buy if you can keep an entire cinder block of your product
Yeah.
on the shelf with no refrigeration and you call it cheese. Hell no, something's wrong. Something's wrong there. Something is wrong there.
That always made me wonder how is that cheese is not refrigerated.
Right,
I don't get
it's
it.
just sitting there in a tinfoil wrap, and that's it.
The small, medium, or large?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
I don't know what the rules are at your job, but when you talk for a living, make sure you keep an eye on the time is when you're supposed to talk, and you don't take a bite of a moist, weird biscuit
Yeah, am I going to hear that kind of
I think so. You might hear the...
juicing around in your... Yeah.
Let's get to your not-so-breaking news. What's the fastest you've ever gone in your car, Kelly?
Probably 85.
Okay, thick?
Yeah.
103.
Okay, you broke the 100 mark.
Yeah,
Yep.
my buddy Randy and I were driving back from Snow Trails, Kelly, in Mansfield down 71. It was dark, and my friend goes, "Why don't you see what this thing will do?" And it kept climbing and climbing. And when I saw the 100 mark, I'm like, I'm good. Then I slowed back down.
That's right. Yeah, I think 102, like right in there, 102, something like that.
Is that yours? 102 or so for you?
Yep, right over, just over the 100 mark.
What do you
for
drive?
Sure. Right now, the Ford Fusion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the one you did it at?
No,
Okay.
no. What was I in? Was I in my Camry? I think I was in my Camry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was in my Pontiac Firebird that got repossessed.
Oh.
Nice. Question number 2. Let's say you're on the highway, and 3-4 lanes on the highway, and in that third from left-hand lane there, the second to the end, is a police officer going 67 or so. Will you go 70 in the left-hand lane? Will you pass a police officer on the expressway?
I won't.
Okay.
I'll get behind the police officer before
you pass them on the left?
Yeah. I don't have that kind of money.
Vic, you
Yeah,
passing
to
a
get
police
pulled over.
officer?
Doing 70 and a 65?
Yeah.
I might, yeah.
I would. I would have no problem
I
with
mean,
that.
we've had so many police officers text us when we talk about this stuff and say, under 9, you're fine. Over 9, you're mine.
Right. I've heard that a million times.
And that doesn't mean somebody wouldn't.
The only thing in my brain, when I see a police officer on the road, I'm like, be cool. Be cool.
Kelly gets all paranoid like she's
Take
been
a
smoking
deep breath.
weed.
I'm not kidding. And I'm doing nothing wrong, but I still expect to get pulled over.
Oh, you just want, you're like, did I put a dead body in my trunk?
Yeah, what is back there right now?
Just sure.
I've got a God's t-shirt in my trunk. What else is there?
Well, I bring that up because there is a man in Florida who was just pulled over by a deputy after zooming by him going 129 miles per hour, about twice the speed limit. And if that wasn't dangerous enough, it was also foggy and wet outside. The visibility wasn't great. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Now, the driver got 2 tickets and has to go before a judge, obviously. And the sheriff is actually pushing for a super speeder law, which would increase fines when you speed by that much. Because I'm pretty sure if you're like 20 or over, I think in Michigan, it's just you can get reckless driving, and it's automatic, like 6 points or something.
Oh,
it's
wow.
a big
Yeah.
ticket.
Yeah.
It goes beyond just speeding. It's reckless driving. And in fact, there was some body cam footage. Here's the officer speaking to the driver.
Sergeant McDaniels with the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Is there any reason in the world you are traveling as fast as you are? You were doing 129 miles an hour when you came up behind me. I don't care how good of a driver you are. At those speeds, if somebody doesn't see you, and it's possible they won't, all it takes is one mistake, and you're going to end up in a grave or a hospital or paralyzed or who knows what.
But I'm a good driver.
Right. Doug texted in, me and my buddy hit a railroad track at 110 and went airborne. Almost died. It was awesome. I wasn't going 110, but I have gone airborne over railroad tracks before. All right, story number 2 here. I think this possum would love to be in your backyard, Thick, because there was a family in Nebraska who was doing some shopping at Costco, got a bunch of stuff, and their family fix is if the fridge is full, they're just going to place the stuff outside on the outside table in the winter. It's their, basically giant refrigerator.
Man.
If you don't have enough stuff.
Yeah.
Well, the son went outside to get something off of the table, and curled up on the chair was a possum, almost legs up, with the Costco chocolate cake pan on the floor. The possum ate the entire chocolate cake.
He was in like a food coma.
Yes, and got sick. And I give this family credit because I would not have done this. One, you ate my chocolate cake, and I am very displeased with you. And 2, you're a damn possum. If you die, I don't care. But they took this possum to the vet, where it had to have emergency surgery, I guess, because they can't eat chocolate like dogs can't eat chocolate or something. Oh. And so the actual Nebraska Humane Society and Animal Control took the possum in, took it to wildlife rehab. It looks like it's going to be fine, but
Wait, is wildlife rehab kind of like your dog went to go live on a farm? Is that Wildlife rehab.
I would hope so.
Because it's a possum.
Right, exactly. Who cares if the possum dies?
Hey, they're the greatest trash men out there. They keep your yard clean, man. They eat up all the trash everywhere.
Okay, I don't care. If he dies, there's another one to replace
Oh,
it.
I know. I see them all the time in
We'll
my
be
yard.
just fine. So that is your not so breaking news. Happy Valentine's Day. If you got some stuff going on today, or maybe you don't care. Maybe you're single and you hate the holiday. That's fine too, but it is Valentine's Day, so let's talk about it. 4 unexpected Valentine's Day trends. Kelly, let me know if this is true.
Okay.
Women would rather stay in.
I love staying in, so yeah, sure.
63% say celebrating at home sounds like more fun than going out.
Yeah.
And 55% of men agreed.
Okay. What do you think?
62% said they think a home-cooked meal is more romantic than a fancy restaurant.
Oh,
I can see that.
Yeah.
Well, as much as I love to cook, I know Nora loves when I cook for her. I think she'd rather have. The one thing I have learned as I have expanded over the past few years in things I like to cook and things I will attempt to cook is it's as good, if not better, than paying for it at the restaurant. Like, why? And here's the thing. We love going out.
Yeah.
We want to try new places. We love the ambiance. We love sitting at the bar and people watching. But the money you're spending 4, 5, 6 times what it would cost you to make it at home.
Yeah, I'll put my filet mignon up against anybody.
Right. Exactly. Let's see. 52% of women think Valentine's Day proposals are overrated.
To propose on Valentine's Day?
You might want to have that conversation, or hopefully you already have.
I feel like those are the people who are not getting proposed to who are upset about that, because literally when I got proposed to, I would have taken it on any day of the week. Any day. You want to do it on Valentine's Day? It's the perfect day to get engaged. I love it. I mean, I wanted to get married really badly. I was so excited when Charlie asked me to marry him. I don't think any day is hokey. I feel like the people who don't like a Valentine's Day proposal are not getting proposed to.
Okay. All right.
That's an interesting take.
Maybe you're out and about tonight with your new significant other. Maybe things are fresh, and this is like your first Valentine's Day together. Here's some ways you could scare someone off, according to this survey. Obviously saying I love you too soon. Top of the list.
Yeah.
Don't say I love you too soon. I've been that person before.
Oh.
I have.
And don't say it for the first time during sex.
Yeah, you don't want to do that either. Let's see, talking about baby names a little too soon.
Yeah.
It's like, hold on a second. Talking about moving in together before you've even seen the other person's place. If you haven't seen their place yet, you're not ready for that kind of commitment. And you gotta see the place before you talk. You don't know how this person lives. You don't know if they're, are you the person who does the dishes all the time, but they don't mind the dishes sitting in the sink? That stuff's going to come up.
Right.
Yeah.
And those are important things.
And here's the other thing. I live and die by this rule is before you move in with someone or before you get into a serious committed relationship with someone, you need to sleep with them and you need to sleep with them. And those are 2 completely different things.
Gotcha.
You need to find out if you're compatible doing your thing, and then you got to find out if you can actually spend the same space overnight with them while you're sleeping.
I don't know how you. I mean, I know people have done it, but without living together, how do you really know somebody?
I didn't live with Charlie.
I know, and I said it's not
at all.
everybody.
You got engaged?
No,
Not during your engagement?
Nope.
You got married and then you moved in together.
We got married on October 4th, so he ended his lease, I think, at the obviously the end of September. So he stayed where I was renting a condo. He stayed there, I think, for the 2 nights or 3 nights. No, the 2 nights, and then he went where he went and spent the night with his brothers the night before our wedding. So yeah, 2 nights, and we did not even sleep in the same room. We were like, let's make this special, baby. Let's make it special.
That is insane.
Yeah, we stayed in 2 separate rooms and then on our wedding night is when, he moved all his stuff in, but then we were like, this is it, baby. It's married life. Yeah.
Did you find something out in a short period of time where you're like, okay, this has got to change?
No, we knew all along that I was the messier of the two, and he's very organized, and he sort of helped me get my life together in that way, helped me get my finances together, and there were no big surprises, other than, I will say, the day after we got home from our honeymoon, we were like, so what are we supposed to do now? Like,
Right.
Are we supposed to go grocery shopping together?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
we didn't know what to do in terms of, like, what activities. Do I just go to the grocery, or do you want to come with me? I don't know.
You
Those
just
are the
figured it
things
out
that
along the way.
That
we
is
worked that
so
out
crazy.
after marriage. Yeah.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
If you're looking for some last-minute gifts, here's what you can get. Of course, you can always head out and buy a card. Flowers are at the top of the list. Chocolate works. They say a spa package or golf package. Like if you're thinking of another golfs, you can run out and get some last-minute concert tickets. Easy to grab. They even, a lot of times now, you can do a buy now, pay later sort of thing, or like
Yeah.
a pay in four sort of thing. A subscription box. They say those have come a long way. You know, kind of along the lines of Jelly of the Month Club, but they've got so many now. They've got so many that you can pick one. Or they say, and I think this is kind of cheating, although I get it's 2025, for people in our generation, making that special mixtape for someone was always a big deal.
Yeah.
Now they say go create a Spotify playlist, which is the 2025 version
Right.
of, making a mixtape, and you can always share that with them. And then finally, how much are you spending on Valentine's Day? It looks like we are going to spend, as Americans, over $27 billion on Valentine's Day. It's about $188 per person.
Good Lord.
That's a lot. That's an increase of more than $1 billion from last year on what we spent on Valentine's Day.
Really?
But here's the thing. They're taking into account people and their significant others, but they're also taking into account people who spend money on their colleagues,
What?
their pets,
What?
and their friends.
Okay, so if it's not stressful enough already. Seriously? My pets, my friends? No.
There is no
No.
way. There is no
No.
way in hell I'm getting a colleague, a pet, or a friend.
No.
Something for Valentine's Day.
Absolutely not.
Would you do that for your girl? I'm not trying to be sexist here, but that's a girl thing. Like your girlfriends are getting. If I walked in with a bouquet of flowers and a "Would you be mine," chocolate box for thick, it would be a little weird.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. What is that?
But I think girlfriends.
Well, girlfriends have Galentine's Day, so they go out together and celebrate being, their great friendships.
Yeah, I guess there's that.
Yeah.
But
No, it's not really for dudes.
No.
To give stuff to each other.
no, not at all. Not at all. So enjoy your Valentine's Day.
It's a 1-year membership in the Jelly of the Month Club.
Oh, God.
Clark, it's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
And now, 3 things you need to know before you go.
Mother and son were found guilty on all counts yesterday after a 73-year-old woman was fatally attacked by their dogs last year in Asheville. Susan and Adam Withers were each found guilty of involuntary manslaughter and 2 counts of confining, restraining, and debarking dogs. The charges stem from the death of Jo Eckelbarger, who was working in her flower beds back in October when she was mauled to death by the dogs. Sentencing date has not been set, but both Adam and Susan Withers will stay in jail until then, and both are expected to get time behind bars.
And can never own pets
Please.
again.
Obviously the massive crime is the death of this poor woman, and the fact that these dogs and these people let their dogs terrorize the neighborhood for years. Debarking is it's not legal, number one, to take a dog's voice box out. So there's no warning. Even when you're going to be attacked by one of these idiots' dogs, they can't even.
Right. Because they're
There's no
still
warning.
agitated and angry, but they're not barking
can't
at
bark.
you, so you turn around. Oh, man.
It's, gross. Igloo is recalling more than 1 million of its coolers sold across the U.S. due to a handle hazard that has resulted in people losing their fingertips. The Igloo 90-quart flip and toe rolling coolers have a toe handle that can pinch your fingertips against the product. And they have gotten 12 injury reports, according to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission. And that includes fingertip amputations, bone fractures, and lacerations. If you have one of these Igloo coolers, you can contact Igloo for a replacement handle.
Yeah, but the good news is, let's say your finger is in there and it's just shink.
Yeah.
Then it falls into the ice and it will be held safely until you get to the hospital.
Reattached.
And then get reattached. So it's just an instant holder for your amputated finger.
That's such a nice
nice.
way of looking at this. I really like your positive attitude.
Half glass full. Come
Yeah,
on.
big time. Well, you don't have to pay $10,000 anymore for someone's old cell phone with the TikTok app on it, because TikTok has been restored to Apple's App Store and Google Play following stronger signals from President Trump that it will be allowed to continue operating in the U.S. When he was asked by reporters yesterday for any updates on negotiations to keep TikTok alive in the U.S., Trump said the deadline for a sale could be pushed further, but he said he doesn't think that will have to happen. So anyway, we know from earlier that phones with the app already installed were listed on resale sites for thousands of dollars and being sold, by the way. But now
That's
you can
crazy.
get your own TikTok app back. And those are your three things.
Well, hopefully you were listening to Ronnie yesterday while you were taking a rip at 420, because she announced the incarceration song of the day, Fallout by Sleep Theory. And we have got Lorraine Dingus on the phone from Columbus. Lorraine, good morning.
Good morning.
Your last name is Dingus?
It is.
That is the greatest last name I have ever heard in my life. I used to use that all the time. Yeah, effing
Really?
Dingus. Dingus is
Well,
just
how's that great then?
because was that like your name through like high school and stuff? Like Dingus? They
My
just-
whole life. Yes.
what's that?
My whole life,
Your
yes.
whole
So
life.
you didn't marry into the Dingus family. You are the Dingus family.
Yes, I am.
Awesome.
Well, then whoever you decide to marry, they need to take your last
Agreed.
name. You can't lose.
We love it. We love you, Lorraine.
Unless maybe you find someone who's got like the last name Giant, and then you just hyphenate. And it'd be Giant Dingus. That would be pretty great too. Hey, congratulations, Lorraine. You've got a pair of tickets to Incarceration Music and Tattoo Festival, Falling in Reverse, Slipknot, Five Finger Death Punch, Marilyn Manson, and a whole bunch more at the Ohio State Reformatory coming up July 18th through the 20th. You can also, we got to pick a grand prize winner too from all of our winners
Today, yeah.
we're going to pick it later today. So you're now in the running for that, for the VIP passes as well. Okay.
All right, thank you. Awesome, thanks.
Real quick question, Lorraine. Have you ever been in a road rage incident?
No.
No. Okay, you won't help us at all. We'll talk to you later.
Have a great
All right,
weekend.
Have a great weekend. Bye. I bring that up because one of us was in a road rage incident yesterday, which almost ended up like in fisticuffs flying. And I don't know, maybe Blitz listeners would guess correctly. I don't think I would guess correctly that it was Kelly.
Listen, I still want to fist fight, so I'm going to tell you exactly what time and where I was, because if this guy's listening, I want you to come here and fight me right now.
Yes!
I kid you not. I am ready to go. It was about 9:15, 9:20 yesterday morning on 670 East downtown. You were driving a big, shiny, red pickup truck. All right?
So little wee wee. So it's got a little wee wee.
I didn't
Hey, now, I
didn't
got a
say.
big pickup truck.
Well, okay. So I make a lane change so that I'm not shoved off onto 315. I need to stay on 670 East. It's 55 miles an hour. I turn, look, I'm good. I make the lane change. Within seconds, this big, shiny, red pickup douche came flying up my beehole. It was about 2 inches from my bumper when he swerved around, went past me, and then got in front of me and hit the brakes. One of those guys, okay? Which scared the crap out of me. Number one, I didn't do anything wrong, so I wasn't expecting it. I get that he was traveling way faster than I was. I was doing the speed limit. He was going way faster. I didn't know how fast this guy was coming, and obviously, you know, I can see him getting mad that I changed lanes. I'll give him that, all right? But he hits the brakes. I instantly, and he flips me off. I flipped him off. I'm behind him now. And I hung that bird. I hung a bird on this guy for a good 15, 20 seconds. Like, way over the amount of time that you're supposed to flip someone off. Like, I'm like, you need to know that I mean this right now. The guy then changes into the right lane. I'm coming around because I'm like, I got to look this guy in the eye. In the eyes. I want to see what kind of a dick acts like this on the freeway. And do you know he sped up and took the next exit? He didn't even have enough nerve. He did not have the balls to look me in the eyes. And I tell you, right now, like, I'm so worked up right now over it. I swear to you, if you come to the front door here, I will fight you. That's how mad I am still.
Right now, you look like Jack at the end of The Incredibles when he finally gets his powers. Like, you have turned in to that little raging monster. Wendy says, hit him a few times for me, Kelly, because it's probably the same bleepity bleep I got into it with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it a big red shiny pickup with a little small man in the driver's seat?
You're a douche, you're a douche, you're a big fizzy douche.
Okay, and if we're being honest, I'm not going to fight a dude, but I will kick you in the freaking nuts as hard as I can.
Wow.
I will. I mean, I'll do that. Just
I
give me
believe it.
just you get me within 3 feet of this person.
Oh my
Just to say,
gosh.
listen, you cannot behave that way. We live in a society, you moron.
Here's the thing. I am very much a laid back, chill kind of guy. I usually don't get worked up. Even when it comes to on the road or road rage. I learned a long time ago, if someone is driving like that, I just have the mentality that they have to poop really, really bad. So they're just getting to wherever they have to go. That's why they're acting like that. Unless there is only one thing that I get worked up about, and that is going the speed limit or slow in the left-hand lane.
Oh, yeah.
I will rip the steering wheel off my car with a Hulk grip because I cannot stand that. So
I was not in the left lane, by the way, but I was going right around the speed limit, which is 55. This guy had to come up 70 miles an hour on my bumper. Really was going way too fast for the traffic situation
Right.
and the speed limit. But I will say that as I was in that 15 to 20 this guy off hard, I thought, if you have a dash cam and you post video of me flipping you off, I'm going to be so mad.
why? Now, ddid you do but which finger did you give him? Did you do the whole fist, which isn't as aggressive as like the thumb out?
That's how you're supposed to do it. But to me,
the index finger bent.
Listen, I was not that coordinated enough to actually do the index finger bent, thumb out, middle finger. I just did the whole potato. What do you call it?
I don't know.
The whole
shebang?
mozzarella.
The whole shebang?
The whole shebang. There you go.
Well, I hope he got the message. And I hope you're listening, sir, because Kelly's looking for you.
At this point, we briefly pause to give Kelly a moment.
Hey, welcome to your Friday. High at 34 today. Tonight down to 29. Might get a little wintry mix to start the day tomorrow, but it's going to warm up to about 43, so it'll turn to rain. More of the same on Sunday. It's going to be kind of a wet blah weekend. But, still February. It's what we have to deal with. We're at the final day of week number 2, since I've been fortunate enough to join you, Kelly, and you, Thick, on Blitz Mornings.
We've loved it every single minute.
We've had an absolute blast.
Yep.
Little how the sausage is made when you're doing a morning radio show. A lot of times there's like a get to know you period. We didn't know each other before the day that I came down and hung out and visited for a couple days, and we gave it a little trial run. But even in the trial run, we just kind of fit. Our personalities meshed, and everything's been a blast. We've had a good time. We've kind of avoided a lot of what a lot of morning shows go through with that learning curve. It just kind of happened naturally for us, which has been amazing and great. And the response has been unbelievable. In fact, just moments ago, Brian texted in and said, Goose is way better than the last guy. He's forgettable so much I can't even remember his name. I thank you for that, Brian.
So nice.
A lot of people have said some really amazing things. However, there have been people who are not happy about the whole thing. And that's fine. I get it. So what we did is we saved the mean tweets, the mean texts that we've got. We're fine with sharing them. If not everyone's happy, that's fine. Kelly, you had a few come through for you.
Well, listen, I don't know how I got all wrapped up in the new guy's problems, but I still get mean texts or messages fairly regularly. It's fine. I can take it. In fact, I can take it so well. Let me read some of them to you. All right? How about this one from Anonymous? They weren't willing to leave their name, but said, Kelly's dumbass take once again. So there's one. Should I just go through the others? Okay,
absolutely.
I got two more. Nikki Greathouse wrote on Facebook, this show would be way better if they sent Kelly home.
Oh, my gosh.
And then another Facebook comment from Matthew Colton. As much as I want to listen, I can't take the condescending attitude from certain people towards anyone else having fun.
Oh, that's you.
Now, we all know it's
That's
me.
definitely you.
I claim that.
Who are you being condescending to?
Well,
Everybody?
I guess it's your point of view. I mean, was I being condescending? I don't know. I don't think so, but I guess Matthew did.
I thought it was funny he capitalized certain people.
Yes, certain people.
Fair enough.
So there you go. That's what I got lately here.
What?
What about you, Thick? Read all of yours.
Done.
Thick gets zero mean comments.
Of course.
The entire time I've been working at the Blitz, since 2001, Thick Rick has gotten zero mean comments.
Yeah, but that's the same as no one would ever insult or degrade someone from the Special Olympics. Like,
is that what that is?
You're just not going to say anything bad about Thick.
I'm one of them, Kelly. I am them, us. We're all the same. I'm in the mosh pits with everybody.
You don't
I went
think
to
I'm
Grove
out
City
there?
High School.
You don't think I'm out there with people too, but they just feel for some reason way more comfortable giving me crap.
Well, that's because you go out there and you get condescending towards them having fun.
Having fun.
But we did have. I'll read one text that came to the whole group of us.
Okay,
and it said from Ronnie Soldwish, "This show has gone on the toilet." I think he meant in, but it said on.
I feel like it's worse than going in the toilet because we couldn't even make the bowl. We have bad aim.
Yes, that's where I go, Ronnie. I go on the toilet. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so Goose, lay it on us. You've gotten a few mean texts.
What haven't people liked about me? Don Moore says, the new guy ain't cutting it for me. More music, folks. Okay. Let's see. Brian says, how soon until Goose is cooked? He's a little irritating.
Oh.
I can see that. I can totally see that. Yeah. Anonymous says, why can't it just be Thick and Kelly? If you need a third, bring Ronnie on.
Jeez.
Everybody loves Ronnie.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody loves Ronnie.
I love Ronnie.
Yeah,
Rock goddess of Ohio.
Yes, Ronnie is the woman.
But why would you want to take her off her afternoons? People love her in the afternoons as well.
That's right.
Paul Atkins says, this guy's not cutting it. Very monologue voice. Sounds like he should voice commercials, not a rock radio station. I have voiced commercials before. Speaking of Ronnie, Brian says, if you try to replace Ronnie, you'll be on a milk carton.
Right.
I understand that. I would never try and replace
You
Ronnie.
come here to work in the morning and everyone's worried about Ronnie.
Yeah, I would never do that.
Ronnie is solid. There is not a single chance that anybody is ever doing anything to mess with Ronnie.
The Queen of Columbus Rock. Like,
yes.
There's no way that's ever going to happen. And finally, Will says, get that guy out of the studio. F Michigan.
Oh, Will, you cut deep.
I get it, Will. That's fine.
You tell him, Will.
We kind of, put it out there. I'm from Detroit.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm a Wolverine.
And nobody's perfect.
That's the way it is. It's going to make for some great fodder come the fall.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
We'll be.
Oh, hell, we play basketball Sunday.
That's true. That is true.
And we're going to clean your clock.
But we know. Are you guys even ranked now?
Are you?
Yes. Yeah, we're like 23rd.
Oh, then we're probably like 2 points behind you.
So it's fine. If you don't like me, I get it.
Oh, no, look what you've done, Kelly. Carrie says, Rick, 2 scoops is overrated there. Tony, tell Thick to get off his high horse. There you go, Kelly Quinn. So now you got, F you, Rick. There's your mean comment. Now you got them all coming at me.
Sean, I get it, but you know what? He says the fact he's a Michigan fan, first time I hear Go Blue on the air, we're going to have problems. Well, Go Blue, hail to the victors. That's all. It's going to happen.
Stop that.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm going to get hate, which is fine. We're going to go back and forth. That's just the way it's going to be. But I'll tell you this, I have absolutely fallen in love with Columbus. I'm so excited to be here.
We love having you here, and I'm kind of wondering, do you think, could we do a little get to know Goose? sort of thing.
Absolutely.
Like maybe just ask you a few questions about yourself. Have people kind of get to know you a little better.
I am an open book.
All
Whatever you want to know.
I have
you
some
can
questions.
ask. You have some questions?
I
Okay,
do.
great. Then we'll do a little AMA. Ask me anything. That's fine. I am an open book. I will answer. So if you got questions, you want to call in 800-821-9700, 9700.
It's only been 2 weeks, but 9970. 9970.
Why did I write down 970?
I don't know.
9970. Or you can choose the text 99700 as well. And yeah, I'll ask anything you want. I'll answer anything you want.
All right.
And it's a great Friday. It's going to be a wet weekend, though. Rain off and on both Saturday and Sunday. We just got through reading some mean tweets as we are wrapping up week number 2 of this latest version of Blitz Mornings with myself, Goose, joining Kelly, and Thick Rick. We've been having an absolute blast. There have been a handful of people who haven't been thrilled, but Kelly brought up a good point. Maybe it's because they don't know you, Goose.
Yes.
So we decided to do AMA. Ask me anything. I'm an open book. I've got no problem. Some texts rolling in. Mike said, Goose, where's the best dispensary in Detroit? I'm making a trip tomorrow. That would be Puff on 12 Mile in DeQuinder, just off I-75. 12 Mile, right there. Actually, 12 Mile in John R. I'm sorry, 12 Mile in John R, not 12 Mile in DeQuinder.
There you go.
If you want to go. What size shoe do you wear, Goose? Gerald wanted to know that. I wear a 12.
By the way, his name is, for whatever, pronounced Gerald.
Gerald.
It's Gerald.
Okay.
Yep. Gerald's a good dude. He texts all the time.
I love going to the zoo and seeing the giraffe. Why would you? Why would you? Why?
All right, like just basics. You are engaged to Nora.
You're right over there. Yes, basics. I am engaged to Nora.
You did tell the story once before, some weeks ago, but how many engagement rings does this make that you have purchased in your lifetime?
I have purchased 5 engagement rings in my life.
You're a lover, not a fighter.
I am a lover.
Yes.
For a very long time, I thought that was kind of the next step in life, and having a kind of a very untraditional childhood. I think part of my trauma was I was trying to find some normalcy.
Yeah,
and I
okay.
thought that love and marriage was that normalcy. So met a girl in college. We were together for quite a few years, and I proposed. But then I started my radio career, which takes you a lot of places, so that kind of fizzled out. And then I met a girl in Colorado where I was living, and we dated for a year, and I proposed. And then right after I proposed, she kind of disappeared. Like the relationship turned to like text messages. Her air quote father got sick, so she was taking care of her father.
Did she take the ring with her to
she
take
took the
care
ring
of her
with her.
father?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
As it turns out, she was actually married to a gentleman in the Army, and he was deployed the year that we were together. And so I found out when he came back, that's who she was.
Brutal.
Yeah. I found out from a friend. But yeah. In fact, one time when I actually did get her on the phone, I was at a friend's house for like a little barbecue, and I had left the barbecue to go out front to talk on the phone with her.
Yeah.
She was actually about 6 houses down watching me on the sidewalk as we were arguing about this whole thing. Yeah.
Cuckoo.
The 3rd engagement ring, I actually got married, and I was married for a few years.
Okay.
The 4th engagement ring was back in 2015, 2016, and I thought that was the love of my life, and that's the woman that absolutely ripped my heart out when she broke up with me, and I thought it was all over with.
Yeah.
And then thankfully 2.5 years ago, I met Nora, and
the real love of your life.
real love of my
Yeah.
life, and I actually just told Nora not that long ago. I was never a believer in like soulmates. I think you can fall in love. There's 8 billion people in the world. You can fall in love with a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
I didn't believe in soulmates. I think Nora's my soulmate.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Excellent.
That's great.
Let's see. Some. You got more questions? I'm just trying to scroll through some of these texts.
I've got one I would like to know, and Thick does too. Do you want to start, Thick?
Well, I was going to say somebody texted in and wondered if maybe the mean text, and one of them obviously was that said F Michigan, was to do with football, and it might be. I do have some friends who are Michigan fans. A lot of people in Columbus do. So I just wanted to mention that, and And you guys, it's not his fault. He was born and brainwashed up there. There's nothing he can do about that.
Hey, when you go to the school, you love it.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's fine. And here's the thing: I support fandom.
Yeah.
Yes, the rivalry is great. That's what sports is all about.
That's what makes it. Yeah. Why else would you care?
Exactly.
All right. So you've been here for 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
Give me one thing you love and one thing you hate about Columbus, other than the Buckeyes.
Okay. Well, I absolutely love downtown.
Okay.
I'm a city guy. I love restaurants. Nora and I love Sunday Fun Day, just hopping from bar to bar. I think downtown, you've got I've been to a lot of downtowns.
He's already done Mikey's Late Night Slice.
Done Mikey's Late Night Slice. You've got a really cool, I've been to Thurman. You got a really cool downtown. I will say so far, I've been disappointed in the different the handful of chicken wings I've tried.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the places I've gone.
All right.
The chicken wings have not been the best. The
So you're
flavors.
looking for the best chicken wings place. All right.
I'm a chicken wing fanatic.
Okay.
I love jerk. I love Caribbean. I love
lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper. As of right now, my all-time favorite sauce, even though it's a chain, the Thai curry at Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh, I love that sauce.
Thai curry.
Thai curry.
Okay, because we have Thai chili Sunday.
Right, which is good. I got no problem with Thai chili, but Thai curry.
But how big were those wings?
Oh, they're huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
They were good. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, I have a question. Name something on your bucket list. Something you really want to do in your lifetime.
Number one on my bucket list right now, being the adrenaline junkie that I am, is to ride in a jet.
Okay.
Like
a military jet?
Like a jet, F-18.
Yeah,
or
right.
My first radio job ever up in Traverse City, Michigan. Every other year, they do the Cherry Festival, which is their big week-long festival with the carnival rides and the food and then the shows. And they do an air show every year over the bay. And every other year, they bring the Blue Angels.
Oh.
And the Blue Angels always take a media person for a ride. And I was selected. However, I got booted because their first choice is usually a videographer, or back in the day, it was a photographer from the newspaper, so they could get like shots over the bay and stuff. And so I got booted.
Oh.
I want to do loop-de-loops. I want to hit 4Gs.
We have Pat right down the road, so I do feel like, and it's an Air Force base, I feel like something can happen here.
I want to ride in a jet so much. Can we share? I've got over 300 skydives. I've ridden a bull. I've gone Class 5 whitewater rafting.
He rode a bull for 0.7 seconds.
0.8.
It almost got freaking kicked in the
face.
noggin.
Yeah. That was a great video.
Yeah, riding
Great
in
video.
a jet is my number one on the bucket list.
All right, so Gerald texted back in and says, thank you, Thick, and ha-ha, F you, Goose, ha-ha, just kidding. But funny thing, then Jake Lacey texted in and said, hey, I work with Gerald Rick, and he can definitely be a dick sometimes. All right, you love to cook. You've
I do.
had a little culinary training.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you $1 million to build a crazy-themed restaurant. What's the theme and what's on the menu?
Oh, man. All right, I'm going one of two ways. Although I'm an avid golfer, that's my favorite hobby. I would love to do like a golf restaurant with the simulators and stuff, so
Okay,
you can
all
eat and
right.
drink.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's been done. I get it. But here's the thing: I'm not a huge simulator golf fan.
Right.
Like Top Golf, not really your
Top
thing.
Golf's okay.
But you're
But
really
no,
hitting the ball far
Right.
in Top
Oh.
Golf.
Right,
That's a
but where
real
you hit the
hit.
screen, the
Oh,
computerized,
right.
they put up the golf courses on the screen. Not my favorite thing to do. What I would probably do is, I love retro. I love the 80s and 90s, so
Okay.
it would probably be we'd have old arcade games and
Yeah.
pinball machines.
I like that.
Kind of bright colors.
Okay.
I used to own a restaurant in Colorado because I missed conies and sliders so much from Detroit. We had coney dogs and the mini sliders.
Yeah.
And so when I lived out, when I was doing a morning show out in Colorado, I actually opened a small, like 25-seat restaurant.
Wow.
And it was small, like 14 items on the menu: sliders, conies, fries, chicken fingers.
I love
Wait,
it.
dude, have you been to White Castle before?
What? Ew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Agreed.
Ew.
It is the worst food.
That is not real slide. No.
That's the original slider.
No, that is trash sliders.
The original slider.
No,
Man, dude.
Let me make you my sliders.
Oh, yes,
and
of course. I have
see
no
what you
doubt.
think.
I have no doubt.
Yeah, we'll do that. We did have some questions rolling in. Let's see. George says, I have two questions. Question number one, booth or table? Neither. Nora and I always sit at the bar. Always,
Okay.
always.
Always.
Any restaurant we go to, we
Really?
always sit at the bar. Yep.
Why is that?
We like, well, one, you get to talk with the bartender.
Yeah, you got TV in front of you.
Yeah, TV in front of you.
Okay.
We get
All
to
right.
you get
Okay.
to people watch.
Yeah.
Maybe you
right.
get into a conversation with someone else who's there at the bar.
Good.
So definitely sitting at the bar. And number two, how does your toilet paper set, over or under? Yeah, it's so funny you asked that question because just yesterday I had to replace the toilet paper on the
Right.
toilet paper holder.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh, really?
Put it up, put it down. It doesn't matter. where the toilet paper is. I'm using the toilet paper.
And do you bunch or do you fold?
I kind of do a mixture. It folds, but then it kind of ends up in a bunch. I will tell you, I stand up.
To poop?
Not to... I love the kerplunk. It's my favorite thing. No.
That's the best question of the day right there.
To wipe.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't understand that either, but okay.
Yeah, absolutely. and I will also say about 46, 47% of the time I sit down to pee. It's just more comfortable.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I have a question. Are you currently holding a grudge against anyone?
I don't hold grudges.
You don't?
No,
Okay.
not
Good
really.
man.
There are people I don't like.
I'm holding a grudge right now over the road rage thing yesterday,
Right.
but I'll let that go here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not worth my energy.
Okay, good. I like that. I like that.
There was one person, an old friend that I held a grudge against for a little bit, but it's like, you're not even worth it. So why am I holding a grudge? I don't put that kind of energy out there.
I
Bob
love
wants
it.
to know what your favorite muscle car is.
Oh, man. I actually told Nora this not that long ago that in the somewhat, hopefully near future, I want a muscle car. Probably, I really, really wanted like a 76 Corvette Stingray black.
Yeah, nice.
But I would also take like a GTO. I would love a GTO as well.
You're getting lots of suggestions for wings and sliders.
Oh, am I?
Columbus, yeah.
Oh, I'm in. Okay, I got to save this.
All right. If you could instantly know the answer to any mystery or conspiracy theory, what do you want to know?
Well, I don't consider this necessarily a mystery or a conspiracy theory because I 100% absolutely believe we are not alone. Mm-hmm. But I would love to know, like, where?
Okay.
Where are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, are they like, do they drive cars? Do they have flight? How advanced or not advanced are they?
Right.
Do they leave work and go to a drive-through and have what we consider fast food? What's their civilization like? That's what I want to know.
All right. Is there something about you, like an interest that you have, that people wouldn't expect?
Most people don't expect how much I love theater.
Yeah.
Having performed in theater, having done years and years of stand-up comedy and being on stage, and then my brother happens to work on Broadway.
Like, he's like one of the top Broadway guys.
Yeah, he's a Broadway producer.
Yes.
And he pretty much is the Broadway producer right now. And he's 13 years older than I am. And he's always been in theater, even the college days. So I started going when I was 6, 7, 8. When he was at the U of M, we were going to see his shows.
Yeah.
And so like Broadway soundtracks, I can sing along to.
If you could be in any Broadway musical, what would it be?
Oh man, either a funny thing happened on the way to the Forum. If it was a play, if it was a play, then it would either be Noises Off or the play. Oh God, what's it called? Something Wrong. The play that went wrong. Is that what it's called? Shoot, the play. I think it's called The Play That Went Wrong.
Okay.
Anyways, those would be the two that I would do.
Okay,
sure.
Nice. I love that.
So, if you got a question, I'll keep answering. Any more come through?
The play that goes wrong.
The play that goes wrong.
There you go.
That's what it's called. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I love this one. Have you had any near-death experiences? Many. Being the adrenaline junkie. I had one where my parachute almost didn't open. I almost had to pull my reserve, and it happened to be over a kids' soccer tournament. There were like 1,000 kids playing in this soccer tournament. We were flying the flag in for the tournament, and my chute almost didn't open. I cliff dove a couple times and almost hit a rock one time on the way down.
My God.
The bull almost kicked my face off when I went bull riding. So yeah, I've had a few.
Have you ever been held at gunpoint or knife point? Have you ever been robbed, carjacked?
I have not been held at gunpoint or knife point, but when I was 16, 17, the suburb of Detroit that I grew up in was not the best neighborhood, and we had a place we called it The Cage, and it was 3 full basketball courts, but it was surrounded by like a 15-foot chain link fence all the way around, and it's where you went and played ball, and things got aggravated one time, and someone did pop a couple rounds off in the air after they lost a game or something. So everyone kind of darted.
Well, Rachel said, Kelly and Rick have made my life better in the morning for 4 years. And Goose, you are welcome to the Blitz family. Happy Friday and happy Valentine's
I
Day.
love it. Thank you so much, Kelly. If you've got them, 800-821-9970. You can give us a call. You can shoot us a text, 99700. I got no problem answering questions. I'm so excited to be here. I love it here. And hopefully we're doing this for a really, really long time.
Yes, agreed.
99.7 The Blitz.
And now, the 3 things you need to know before you go.
The State Medical Board of Ohio is investigating a doctor who previously worked at Adena Health Chillicothe. They're investigating him over some patient deaths. Nothing too big, I guess. Jeez. The complaint states the physician made a mistake during an aortic artery surgery in October of 2022, caused the patient to have a stroke that he never recovered from. Now, the document says the doctor was allowed to keep performing surgeries at Adena Health, and then he made additional errors, leading to the deaths of 2 other people. The medical board will review and decide whether he keeps his medical license. A Virginia law school is apologizing after sending acceptance emails to a group of applicants that did not get accepted to the school. Officials at William and Mary Law School say the email was accidentally sent to more than 400 candidates this week. They didn't actually get admitted to the law school, and they had to go back and say, oops, psych. Just kidding. You didn't get in. And that's tough, too, getting into a good law school. So that would have been a real gut punch there. The law school said it was a technical error that is currently being reviewed to keep it from happening again. A humpback whale briefly swallowed a 24-year-old kayaker last Saturday during a father-son excursion out on the waters around Chile's southernmost Patagonia region. This moment was captured on camera. Like, the dad was just trying to sort of capture a nice moment with his son kayaking, when all of a sudden you see this whale surface. It gulps this kid, 24-year-old man, Adrian Simakas, gulps him and goes underwater with this dude and his kayak in his mouth, and then kind of comes up again, spits the guy out. You can see it in the video, just sort of on the left-hand side of the screen. The guy gets spit out, and then the guy swims toward his dad's pack raft and holds on to it, and they pull away.
I cannot believe it. Is that the audio? Oh, your whale audio? So it was probably about 5, 6, 7 years ago, but this exact scenario was let's call it an enhanced conversation that I got into with a friend.
An enhanced conversation?
Yeah, we were probably a gummy and a half deep at that point.
Oh, I gotcha.
So it was an enhanced. Okay. But we actually asked that exact question: what would happen if you got swallowed by a giant, like sperm whale or killer whale?
Yeah.
Could you survive? Could you survive being blown out the blowhole? Or even more so, what if would you be pooped out whole?
Oh.
And kind of came to the conclusion that you might be able to survive if the whale wasn't too deep, because then the pressure would just kill you instantly.
Yeah.
The water pressure if you're that deep. But if he was in shallow water, would you survive?
I don't think you survive through the digestive tract.
No
you don't
way.
Think so? You don't think their digestive tract is big enough?
I think it's big enough, but I think you're going to suffocate.
You're going to suffocate beforehand.
I think so too.
Now, how does
if
the
you're in a kayak, haven't you seen kayaks go down the river? If you just start paddling down the digestive tract,
oh, you think you're going to paddle to the butthole?
Paddle to the butthole.
Oh my god!
Sometimes you miss the first hole, so you paddle to go to the site. The blowhole, you miss it?
The blowhole is interesting. I don't know where exactly that's going inside him. I mean...
Okay, just say, for fun, if you could get blown out a blowhole, wouldn't you want to try?
I would take that.
100% I would take that ride.
I would take that over the butthole for sure.
Yeah.
But it's like when you suck in snot and then you can blow it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it goes down your nose, but you can spit it out. I just wonder if that's kind of how the blowhole works. So could you
go in the mouth?
Could you go in the mouth and then he sucks you down and you go right up the blowhole?
Right. The whale is just like, and you're just straight out the top. Oh, I would pay to go on that ride.
It's kind of fun.
You are an adrenaline junkie, aren't you?
All right, those are your 3 things.
right, Thick.
Yes.
How are we all getting scammed?
Well, I don't know if we are. I'm just wondering. Okay, about 2.5 years ago, we had an outbreak of bird flu in the country, and it drove the price of eggs way up, and then they got it under control, and the price came back down. Makes sense. And then back in the fall, it started again, another outbreak of bird flu, and now the price of eggs are way up. Now, I'm a common sense guy. That makes sense to me. I can understand. Supply is limited. We saw Trader Joe's and Costco are limiting people to a dozen eggs a day. But then my son asked me an interesting question yesterday. Mm-hmm. He goes, well, how come the price of chicken itself hasn't gone up? Like chicken breast, chicken wings, that's all still the same price. Why are the eggs affected by bird flu, but the actual chicken is not? Now, he had 3 potential answers. Now, you got to understand my son. He says either the eggs at the store don't actually come from chickens, either that, or the chicken meat isn't actually chicken, or aliens. Those were his 3 possibilities.
I mean, I'm wondering if it is the supply and demand of it all. Also, I haven't checked, pound by pound price. Has chicken gone up a little bit?
Not that I've seen.
Okay, here is a truth. Is that there are egg-laying hens that are meant just to lay eggs, and those are the hens that are getting hit the most with the bird flu, not the meat that chickens raised for meat.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Well, that's the answer right there, then.
Sorry, not that they're not.
Really? Great segment. Moving on.
No, not that they're not getting hit, but they haven't been hit as hard, apparently.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's not like every farm is getting affected by the bird flu.
Right.
So if a couple particular farms are getting affected and those particular eggs are getting affected, it's not, and let me tell you, I spent time in Ocean City, Maryland, and that area there are a lot of chicken farms in the inland of that Maryland and that peninsula, Delmarva Peninsula.
Yeah.
Boy, you want vomit stench in the air, beat downwind from a chicken farm.
Oh, yeah, we've had.
Oh,
one
man. There are very few more stank things than a chicken farm. It is so bad.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I can totally see why, one particular farm would be affected, but not another.
Yeah, but it's been around the country, right? It's all over the country.
Yes, and there's just an article out on the Hill about that very question, which is a really good question. They said more than 147 million birds have been affected by the bird flu outbreak over the past 3 years, but less than 9% of the birds impacted have been what they call broilers, and those are chickens raised for meat.
Okay.
So less than 9% of the birds who have gotten bird flu have been the ones that are providing us meat.
All right. And Dan said that meat chickens, the ones raised for the meat, they can be raised and turned in, to the grocery store within a couple of weeks, where laying chickens...
Yeah, they're hanging out.
6 months to get their
sit
first
around
eggs.
for a while. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. Okay. Well, thank you. Do you know
Got the answer?
Super Bowl Sunday, this country went through 1.5 billion chicken wings.
Wow.
Now if you took every person in the country, that's 4.5 wings, and that includes 6-month-old babies. So obviously now 126 million people watch the Super Bowl. That's 12 wings per person watching.
I'll tell you what, after the show, I meant to do it yesterday and I forgot it, so I'm going to do it today. After the show, I'm going to talk to the big boss because I actually want to get some radio station money to go buy the Costco giant cartons of eggs and give them away next week. It's like giving away gas.
That's a great idea.
It's like giving away gasoline.
Right.
Like, why wouldn't you? Hopefully we can give away some eggs next week.
I mean,
it's like gold.
I mean, you're not going to take the station credit card and the eggs and then blow back to Michigan,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
But I mean, think about it. 1.5 billion. That means we ate 750 million chickens on Sunday.
Yeah.
Where did 750 million chickens come from for one day's food? That's nuts.
I put down more than a dozen at your house.
I know.
So easy, no problem whatsoever. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
All right. Check your garage or your basement for the Igloo 90-quart flip and tow rolling cooler. because more than 1 million of them have now been recalled by Igloo because they are causing severe injuries up to and including finger amputation. Yes.
I'm trying to figure out how this is happening.
I don't know, because, looking at the picture, it looks like a typical Igloo cooler that is made of hard plastic. So I don't understand exactly. I mean, obviously, it starts with a pinch warning. There's a very severe pinch warning, but it is also leading to crushing of fingers and even fingertip amputation. So Igloo has released a statement saying that consumer safety is of the highest regard, and so in abundance of precaution, we are recalling 1,060,000 flip and tow rolling coolers that were made before January 2024 and sold between January 2019 and January 2025.
Do you think it's, the back part where it comes up, and it's got the hinges or whatever,
Right.
and they're getting stuck in there, and when that closes, it's so sharp that
Why is your finger back
maybe
there?
you're holding it and it closes.
That's what she
I don't
said.
know.
Listen,
I don't know. I'm like you. I'm trying to figure out. It's
I
plastic.
kid you not. I take off my headphones sometimes, and part of my finger will get caught in these headphones, and I can't get it out. And I can't figure out how or why it's happening and how I can prevent it.
Yeah.
But these things just happen.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know why.
Yeah.
Your hand, maybe my hand's not where it is supposed to be, but yeah. I can see that.
The Igloo coolers were sold at Costco, Target, Academy, Dick's Sporting Goods, and online, including Amazon.com, igloocoolers.com. They were priced between $80 and $140. So if that sounds like something you purchased over the past few years, send it in, and they'll either give you a refund or send you a new cooler. All right, story number 2 for your not-so-breaking news takes us to Hawaii, where a couple of tourists that were from California were out and about on a hike, like a lot of people do in Hawaii.
That's what you do in Hawaii.
You go explore.
Yes.
On the list of places I've never been that I would love to go to is Hawaii. However, if I see a big sign that says trail closed, I'm not going on the trail. But this California couple decided, no, we're special. We're going to go ahead. Well, 15 minutes later, they had to call 911, and the Honolulu Fire Department had to come out to rescue them because they went to the Sacred Falls Trail. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the city that it's in outside of Honolulu. They were at the 1,000-foot waterfall, and the last 80 feet drop off the falls once it is reached, and it leads to a pool, but then they couldn't get back out, and that is why the giant sign said, trail closed. Don't go. There's a place up in Michigan, the Sleeping Bear Sand Dunes on the northwest side of the state, and it's a huge sand dune that runs down into Lake Michigan, and people love running down the sand dunes.
Yeah.
However, it is, there are no words, an absolute treacherous return to the top. Bear crawling through sand uphill.
Oh my gosh,
and
yes.
if there's a sign at the top says, if you do not make it back, you will be charged $3,800 for them to come rescue you and take you to the top. At least once a day throughout the summer, someone is being rescued because they can't make it back up to the top. Don't go. Don't go.
Okay, so here in Ohio, someplace you're going to have to visit, you and Nora and the boys, is called Hocking Hills. It's one of the greatest attractions in the entire state, voted, number one most of the time every year.
Okay.
It's got a place called Old Man's Cave, Cockles Hollow, the Rock House. Great, amazing place. But there are plenty of signs that say, do not get off the trail, stay on the trail, especially at Old Man's Cave, because people love to get off the trail and then they fall off and die.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we get a few every year.
Yeah.
I'd say.
They just will not follow the rules.
Yeah.
So they die.
I'm all about exploring, but if there is a blatant sign, not happening.
Yeah, me
But
neither.
You got to check this place out. It's awesome.
When I lived in Colorado, going on hikes through amazing mountainsides and things like that. You go in like March, and they have signs up. It's like cougar mating season, and they give a list of like 6 things you should do if you encounter a cougar or mountain lion. It should only
I'd
have...
tighten your belt, for one thing. It's mating season.
Well, here's the thing. It should only have one thing. Go back to your effing car.
Yeah.
It's cougar mating season. You don't want to be out there. Only place you'd be picking up cougars at cougar mating season is at the local bar down the street. That is it. So, there you go. That is your not-so-breaking news. All right, here we go. Queens of the Stone Age and the Kills announced Monday morning. Tickets go on sale today at 10 a.m. at Access.com. The show is going to be at Kemba Live Outdoors on Tuesday, June 17th. And we don't have a pair. We don't have a pair of pairs. We have 3 pair of tickets to give away. So this is what we need right now. We need 3 contestants at 800-821-9970. Pick up the phone, call right now. We're going to play a brand new game called Don't Blow It for Everyone. Now, I am going to tell you this. This game is not for the faint of heart, and this game is not for the thin-skinned, because...
It's cutthroat.
It's cutthroat. This is how the game works. It's called Don't Blow It for Everyone, because all 3 of you are going to get your own trivia question. You cannot help each other out. And if all 3 of you get your respective questions correct, all 3 of you are going to get a pair of tickets. You're all going to the show. But if one of you, just one of you gets your question wrong, you've blown it for everyone, and I'm hanging up on you.
All 3 of you.
All 3 of you.
All
gone.
getting hung up on.
Oh
No questions asked. No goodbyes. You're getting the dial tone. That is it. So, if you don't like being hung up on, you don't want to play. 800-821-9970 right now. We got some callers calling in.
Yeah, we got all 3 of them.
Blitz, good morning.
Good morning.
Who's this?
Good morning.
Oh, hello.
L.E.
Let's start with the gentleman here. What's your name, sir?
L.E. Matt.
Matt.
Oh.
Lee.
Love you.
And I heard a lovely young lady on there. What's your name, ma'am?
It's Morgan.
Morgan. So we got Lee, L-E, correct?
L.E. Yeah, L.E., not Lee.
Just L.E.
Oh, Ellie. Ellie. Okay, Ellie. Got you. All right. And Matt and Morgan. Okay. Very good. All 3 of you could be on your way to Queens of the Stone Age. Or none of you are going to Queens of the Stone Age. So, Ellie, I heard your name first. We are going to start with you. This is your question.
Don't
and your
blow it
question.
for everyone.
No help, no assistance. Ellie, here we go. Here is your question. Wilson is the name of the neighbor from which 90s sitcom?
Home Improvement.
That is the correct answer. That is the correct answer.
Well, he ain't blowing it for everybody.
Ellie, you are off the hook.
Right on.
Matt, we are going to you. Your question is, Matt and only Matt, the slogan, "The other white meat," refers to what? Matt, I need an answer.
Tuna.
Bye, everybody.
Tuna.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Poor Morgan didn't even get to
blew it.
answer.
You blew it for everyone.
Blew it for everyone. Just like that.
All right, they're all gone.
They're all gone.
Hung up on. Dial Tone City.
Do we have 3 more?
Yeah, we do.
All right, let's do another round.
All right. I'll go one at a time.
All right,
so you
yeah.
Get 'em.
Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Rick.
Rick.
All
All right, Rick. Hang on one second. Let's get contestant number 2 on the phone. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Lana.
Lana. Hang on, Lana. We're going to get our 3rd contestant on the phone. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Morgan.
Oh,
She got lucky.
Back through.
Wow.
That's impressive. That's
all right.
Well, she deserves it because she didn't even get the answer.
She didn't get the answer. That
nice.
is true.
It is the same Morgan, right?
Yeah, it
Okay.
is.
Hey,
All right.
good for you, Morgan. Fast fingers. I love it. All right. Well, Morgan, since you didn't even get to answer last time, we are going to start with you this time. Morgan, you get the first question. Here we go. Matt Groening is the creator of which iconic animated show? Morgan, and just Morgan. What is the answer?
Oh, no.
I need an answer, Morgan.
Is it The Simpsons?
Woo!
Oh,
Man.
my finger was on the button.
Oh.
Morgan, you're off the hook.
Woo.
Here we go. Rick, here is your question. Drew Bledsoe is 53 today. He's a former QB for the New England Patriots. They got injured and was replaced by who?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's the correct answer. Absolutely.
One correct answer away.
Oh, the pressure's on, Lana.
Lana, it all comes down to you. Don't blow it for everyone. Tickets for Queens of the Stone Age and the Kills up for grabs for all three of you, Lana, if you get this question right. Whew. Lana, your question is, today in 1992, Wayne's World opened in theaters. Who is Wayne's drummer friend?
Oh, gosh.
I need an answer, Lana.
Oh.
Oh, shoot. The drummer?
The drummer friend.
Oh, it's Dana Carvey.
Oh, no. Dana Carvey is not a correct answer. I don't want the actor's name.
Yeah. We need a character's name.
You need the character's name.
Wayne's
Oh,
drummer
my gosh.
friend.
I can't believe that.
Kelly, do you know Wayne's drummer friend?
Garth.
Garth,
Yes,
yes, of course, Garth.
I can't believe that.
Oh, that was harsh.
Do you want to do
Let's do it.
one more round?
Can
All right,
we,
well,
please?
then let's do this. 800-821-9970. We'll do one more round. We got the tickets. We got to give the tickets
We
away.
gotta give them away.
So let's do it again 3 minutes.
Okay.
If you want to play, we'll do another round of Don't Blow It for everyone. Queens of the Stone Age and the Kills up for grabs. 3 pair of tickets. They're going to be at the Kimba Live Outdoor on Tuesday, June 17th. We're playing Don't Blow It for everyone. Very simple. 3 contestants, all getting their own trivia question. They can't help each other out. If all 3 of them get their respective questions right, they all win. If one of the 3 get it wrong, dial tone, hang up, dunzo. No tickets for you. We've got our first team of 3 for this round. D, good morning.
Whoop.
D, are you there?
Yes.
Oh, there you are. We're on like speakerphone. Can you take us off speakerphone? There's a bad echo. Well, no, you can't take us off speakerphone, D?
1 second.
All right. While we're waiting for you, we'll say hello to AJ. Hello, AJ.
There we are.
There, much better. AJ, hello. Kent, hello.
Hello.
D, AJ, and Kent. All right, 3 questions. You cannot help each other out. Hopefully you all win tickets for Queens of the Stone Age. D, you called in first, so we are going to start with you. D, your question is, what is the occupation of Nintendo's Mario and Luigi?
He's a plumber.
Both of them are plumbers. Yes, we'll take that answer. Plumbers, very good. D, you're off the hook. AJ, here we go. Here is your question. Which Pink Floyd album features a prism on the cover?
It is.
I need an answer, AJ.
Another brick in the wall.
Oh, you're all cooked.
Oh, my gosh. This game is brutal.
Hey, rules are simple.
That's right.
Oh, my God.
All you got to do is answer one question correctly. We got another team of 3 ready to go. Clyde, good morning.
Morning.
Ray, good morning.
Morning.
Caitlin, good morning.
Good morning.
All right.
Here we go. 3 questions. You cannot help each other out. You each get your own respective question, and hopefully you're all on your way to Queens of the Stone Age for Don't Blow It for everyone. Clyde, we're going to start with you. Here we go. Your question is, which 2000s TV drama started on Oceanic Flight 815?
We're out.
Oh,
Lost.
Lost is the correct answer.
like all the phone connections here. Lost.
Are the phones still ringing?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's
Get
just
3 more.
Let's grab 3 more real quick. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
It's Rick.
Rick. All right, Rick, hang on. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Hey, it's Rick.
Ooh, 2
Okay.
Ricks. Let's go for a third.
Go for it again.
Let's see. Blitz, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, who's this?
D.
Oh, D got
Got
D
that
got
through?
back there
Nice.
again.
You guys are good.
Some fast fingers.
I wish she'd have said Rick, but
Oh, right, that'd have been pretty great. All right, Rick number 1, who I said hello to first. We'll start with you.
Okay.
Wait, no, you're both answering. Hold on. Okay, Rick number 1, give me a last initial.
S.
S. Rick number 2, give me an initial.
B.
B. All right, we're going to start with Rick S. Rick S. Here we go. Here is your question. What soft drink is the Uncola?
7-Up.
7-Up is the correct answer.
Oh.
Very good. Rick S., you are off the hook. Rick B., this question is for you. Your question is, which of the Avengers carries a hammer?
Thor.
Thor is the correct answer. That took longer than it should.
It did.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear
not
typing
big
in the
Avengers.
background either.
Yeah, here's some typing going on.
Yeah.
All right, D. Rick and Rick got their answers correct, so all the pressure falls on you. Don't blow up for everyone. You are now responsible for winning all of you Queens of the Stone Age
The
tickets.
pressure.
If you get your question correct, here we go. The Bada Bing is the nightclub from which TV show?
I don't know that one.
Oh, no!
Dial tone!
Oh, my God.
Oh, that one hurt.
Oh.
That one hurt.
Save that for the next one.
Man.
Or do you not do that? Cause
No.
Sopranos.
People already know the question. Not doing that.
All right, here we go.
Are you doing it again?
You got enough questions?
I got enough questions.
All right.
One more round. If not, we're just going to have to hang on these till next week. All right. One more round. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
It's Ellie again.
Ellie.
Ellie.
Hello, Ellie.
Right.
Let's go to the next line. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
It's Chris.
Chris. Hang on, Chris. Contestant number 2. Let's go with contestant number 3. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
This is Ray again.
Ray! Got some fast fingers.
Ellie, Chris, and Ray.
All right. Ellie, we're starting with you. Question number 1. Don't blow up for everyone.
Sorry.
What is Indiana Jones's weapon of choice?
A whip.
A whip is the correct answer. Woo! Absolutely. Very good. So that means we move on to Chris. Your question is, what 2010 movie is about the creation of Facebook?
The Social Network.
Hey, that's the correct answer.
All right.
I'm nervous.
Here we go. Ray, it all falls on you, Ray. How you feeling about this, Ray?
Nervous.
Nervous. Okay. Ray, here we go for tickets for Queens of the Stone Age for all of you. Which hip-hop artist told us to drop it like it's hot? That's a dump button, and that is a dump on the phones. That is an incorrect answer.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You got to be kidding me.
If you drop 4-letter words, that's an automatic disqualification. You don't know the answer. It's obvious you don't know the answer if you're dropping 4-letter words.
That's Snoop, right?
It's Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg, yeah.
Drop it like it's hot.
Oh,
Drop it
my
like it's hot.
gosh, you
All right.
guys.
You know what?
4 rounds.
We're out
Or
of time.
5. We have 5 rounds.
And we're out of time. So we're going to have to hang on to these tickets till next week.
Let's do this game again, please.
You wanna do
It's
this
been a
game again?
blast.
Yes, next week.
All right.
Monday.
But, you want to come back Monday?
Yes, can we do that, please?
Do it again Monday, 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, the 3 things you need to know before you go.
Today, Valentine's Day, a Tennessee man has been sentenced to life in prison for murdering his brand new bride in a luxury resort in Fiji just 2 days into their honeymoon. This happened in 2022. 40-year-old Bradley Dawson learned his sentence today. He has to serve at least 18 years before he can be considered for release. So he and 36-year-old Christy Chen Dawson were honeymooning in the gorgeous Fiji Turtle Island in July of 2022. She and her husband were heard arguing at dinner the night before, and then they didn't show up for their scheduled breakfast. So the hotel was like, let us go check on this. They went into the room, found Christy dead with multiple blunt trauma wounds to her head, and they started then looking for Bradley. He had taken his belongings and his passport, hopped into a kayak, and started paddling toward a nearby island.
Oh, my.
He was arrested it took him 36 hours to find him. They did find him, arrested, and obviously now spending life in prison in Fiji, which actually doesn't sound too bad, but
I would have to assume they've got a decent prison system.
Yeah.
Might be wrong.
Like drinks with a pineapple skewer in
a
it.
little umbrella to go along with your slop on your tray.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that happen? I don't even...
Yeah. I'm imagining their dating life probably gave you a few clues.
I was like, 2 days in, why did you get married if 2 days in, I guarantee if you were only 2 days in to your marriage and you murdered this woman... Yeah. You had thought about it during the dating or engagement phase.
This wasn't a brand new idea.
Right.
Either that or somebody really couldn't handle their alcohol.
That too. That's unfortunate.
Well, Philadelphia is ready to party. City officials expect 1 million people to attend this morning's Super Bowl 59 ceremony. The Eagles kick off the parade at 11 a.m. in South Philadelphia, move up Broad Street to City Hall before heading down Benjamin Franklin Parkway. The team will then march down the Rocky Steps at the Museum of Art. I know, Thick, you're thrilled about this.
They earned it. Whatever. We're all undefeated now.
Yeah.
I misplaced the paper. I think the city officials said they cut out all alcohol.
Yes, on the trains.
On the trains going to the party.
Drink on your way.
Right. Because they had a drinking district, a social district where you could carry beverages and things like that. And they're like,
So basically just drink at home.
We saw what you did. Yeah, we saw what you did when we won the Super Bowl.
Right.
We're not having a repeat of that. So
under on how many people get arrested? I'll say 100. What do you think?
Over.
Or under?
Oh.
Over?
I would say over. Yeah. Because they said they're also keeping a huge eye out for disorderly, aggressive, or intoxicated behavior. Say it will not be tolerated. Extra police, not only on the trains, but on the streets. And so,
that happens every day in Philly without a parade.
Yeah.
That's true, too. That is true, too.
All right, new on TV, and in theaters. Not only do we have a brand new episode of Severance on Apple TV Plus, season 3 of Yellow Jackets drops today on Paramount Plus, and Sunday it is the brand new season of White Lotus on Max. In theaters for Marvel fans, it's the new Captain America: Brave New World. It's sort of gotten reviews going both ways.
I saw that.
But for the most part, it looks like viewers enjoy it. I think it had an 82-83% on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah. But I don't know. Is that something you'll see? Captain America?
We're doing a brunch showing tomorrow at
nice.
10:30 a.m. We're going to one of the first showings.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
We'll get a review then on Monday, maybe.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. All right, those are your 3 things.
Hey, if the perfect hot, sexy date to you is all about planning what you're going to do to your backyard during the spring, then we got you covered, because kicking off tomorrow is the Central Ohio Home and Garden Show. Tomorrow through the 23rd at the Ohio Expo Center, you can explore stunning indoor gardens, plus great valuable home and garden advice. Get ready to tackle that next big project. If you want to do something this spring or summer, you can get a little preview now for the Central Ohio Home and Garden Show. And we have got your 4-pack of tickets, as we've been doing all week. Very simple. Thick has got a song that revolves around flowers, plants, things of that nature. Be the first person to text in the answer, the name of the song, to 99700, and you're going to get that 4-pack of tickets for the Central Ohio Home and Garden Show. Thick, what is today's song?
The sadness is the emptiness. With shadows in the rain.
All right, there you go. First person to text the title of that song to 99700, going to get that 4-pack of tickets to the Central Ohio Home and Garden Show. Good luck. 99.7 The Blitz.
The sadness is the emptiness. With shadows in the rain.
All right, we got this 4-pack of tickets for the Central Ohio Home and Garden Show kicking off tomorrow through the 23rd at the Ohio Expo Center. Thick, you got that song clip?
The sadness is the emptiness. With shadows in the rain.
Who's our winner?
Brennan Welcome from Marengo got that 4-pack of tickets.
Congratulations, Brennan. What's the song?
The sadness is the emptiness. With shadows in the rain.
It's Bush, so it's a double.
She covered me in loneliness. Like flowers on a grave.
Flowers on the Grave by Bush. So you got Bush and Flowers.
Worked out both ways. Absolutely. Congratulations, Kenneth. You'll be on your way to the 4-pack of, I'm sorry, not Kenneth, Brennan. 4-pack of tickets to the Central Ohio Home and Garden Show.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
There are lots of people that bank at Bank of America. But did you know Bank of America is actually a spinoff? It was founded as the Bank of Italy in 1904.
Really?
Yeah, it came over this way. Did you know the person who gets credit for pushing Canada's universal health care is Tommy Douglas? You may not know Tommy Douglas, but you know his offspring. He's a former premier for Saskatchewan and Donald Sutherland's father, Kiefer Sutherland's grandfather.
Really?
Yeah. I like Kiefer Sutherland.
Dude, I'm a huge Kiefer Sutherland fan.
Lost
But
Boys.
you have not watched 24?
I've not watched 24 yet.
Dude, that's his best. Jack Bauer is the greatest American hero ever.
Yeah, but David from the Lost Boys is...
Well, I loved, Lost
pretty
Boys.
good role.
So good.
Yeah.
Kiefer's
Is
Designated Survivor?
Good show. I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing. I made it like the first 5 episodes, but I can't remember why it fell off. But
Flatliners,
amazing movie.
All right.
And
yeah, we're there.
To backtrack, is there a greater musical performance than the saxophone beach performance in the Lost Boys? I say no.
No. Watch in Star Dancing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that dude was so cut playing that sax.
Tommy,
like a beast.
Tommy. What's his name? Tommy. Anyways, all right. Let's see. Did you know that Blink-182 released their California album on July 1st, 2016? Because that's the 182nd day of the year.
Oh, okay.
Blink-182.
Yeah.
However, they forgot it was a leap year, so it was actually the 183rd day of the year in 2016. Nobody decided to look at the calendar. Amazon named one of its buildings in Seattle after its first customer. He's a software engineer named John Wainwright. He bought a computer book for $27.95 in 1995 because, of course, I think we all know Amazon started as a bookseller before they expanded to what they are now.
Yeah.
And so they actually have a building in Seattle named after John Wainwright. And finally, do you know when the fire hydrant was invented? Well, nobody does. That's because the patent for the fire hydrant was actually lost in a fire at the U.S. Patent Office in 1836.
So it's been around at least that long?
At least the patent for it was. I don't know exactly when they started using them.
All right.
But the patent for the fire hydrant was destroyed in a fire in 1836.
Wow.
Now you're a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up this morning, learning some stuff on a Friday morning, 99.7 The Blitz. Hey, time for us to get out of here and start the weekend. But before we go, we've been giving tickets away all week for the Incarceration Music and Tattoo Festival with Falling in Reverse, Slipknot, Five Finger Death Punch, Marilyn Manson, and a whole bunch more at the Ohio State Reformatory. Friday, July 18th through Sunday, July 20th. We've given away tickets every single day, and every single winner has been qualified for the VIP passes. And so we have to give that away. Thick, what you got?
That would be from our 5 winners. Lorraine Dingus from Columbus is going in style.
Congratulations! Wait, Dingus, she was our winner from this morning.
Yes.
Congratulations,
You
Lorraine.
remember that one, don't you?
Absolutely. Can't forget a last name like that.
And if she marries somebody with the last name of Giant, they have to share it and be
They have to
hyphenated.
Giant Dingus. Absolutely. Well, congratulations, you Dingus. You won tickets, VIP passes for the Incarceration Music and Tattoo Festival. We're getting out of here for the weekend. Enjoy. It's going to be kind of blah all weekend. It's going to be in the low 40s, but it's going to be wet. Rain off and on. Wintry mix tomorrow. Early heavy rain on Sunday.
You said something about some really cold stuff coming?
Well, next week, we're getting down. The highs are only going to be in the teens come next week.
Yeah.
And we're looking at like single-digit temperatures overnight. So
it won't be that much longer.
It's still February. No surprise.
We do have great stuff for next week. We got tickets to Boba Flex every day, OSU men's hockey every day. We've got a couple of pair of tickets to this special intimate show with Star Set.
Yeah, that's supposed to be amazing.
Yeah, very limited
like
seating.
An acoustic set, but a very limited show.
It's
very
yeah. Brewdog in Canal Winchester is where that's going to happen. So that's going to be really cool.
And not only that, but we also still have our tickets from Queens of the Stone Age that we did not give away. So
Three pair.
We'll have those as well. So enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. We will talk to you on Monday morning starting at 6 a.m.